I've always wanted to become an engineer from an early age, partly because my father used to build skyscrapers in New York City, and partly because I grew up in a magical time. The time was when, as a child, I would watch NASA send men into space and finally land a man on the moon. Most men my age can remember wanting to be an astronaut, but I was more concerned with how to build the rockets and spacecraft the astronauts would use to accomplish their goals. Engineering to me is not a career, but a dream. NASA was a big influence to me in making my decision of going back to school at my age, to get my master's degree in computer engineering. I was too young to be part of NASA sending a man to the moon, and with proper funding from NASA in the future, I hope to be part of sending men to Mars before I get too old. NASA is not just a government agency. NASA is part of our patriotic pride of being an American. So please write your congressmen and senators to save our space program. Senators and congressmen, please convince your colleagues of President Obama it is a matter of national pride to save our space program at a time when national pride is lacking in the average American due to the economy. I would like to take this time to thank Brendan Gannon and Tony Gannon and Dr. J.D. Mujarif from Florida Space Grant Consortium for inviting me to speak here today. Thank you.
Enterprise Elementary has a teacher whose name is Miss Meredith Lovegrove. I bet she has a few fans over there. But she asked some of her students to write about why space is important. I received 59 essays, and to me, these three were the best. So Sophia Lopardo, Morgan Cantaloupe, and Kevin Nolan, with no D, will be speaking to us today. We'll start with Sophia.
Dear legislators, my name is Sophia Lopardo and my uncle works at the Kennedy Space Center. I attend the 6th grade at Enterprise Elementary School in Port St. John, Cocoa, Florida. As you know, about 50% of people in Port St. John or Cocoa work at the Space Center, not including the people who travel here from other cities or towns. I feel that if you take KSC away, Port St. John will become a ghost town. Please keep your promise and save our space. I would not want to leave PSJ, so please do not shut down KSC. Keep us #1 in space, please. P.S. I will miss the sunny weather if I have to leave. Sincerely, Sophia Lopardo.
Hi, my name is Morgan Cantaloupe. Dear legislator, my best friend's dad works at Kennedy Space Center, and if he loses his job, then she will have to move far away. Her dad is a wonderful man and doesn't deserve to lose his job. My name is Morgan Cantaloupe. I am in 6th grade. If the Space Center closes, Florida will lose at least half of our population. Florida's economy is bad enough, and we don't need another problem. I want Florida to stay #1, and that can only happen if we stay #1 in space. Please make space a priority so all of my friends can stay in Florida. Sincerely, Morgan Cantaloupe.
Dear legislators, my name is Kevin Nolan, and I'm a 6th grader at Enterprise Elementary School. Both my parents work at the Space Center. I believe that my dream is to one day sit on the moon and look down at Earth and gaze upon the stars. I believe that me and many others deserve a chance at this dream. So really, my dream and my parents' jobs are in your hands. So please keep your promise and keep mine and many others' dreams alive. I was at the space rally that recently happened, and that proves even more how much I care. Don't you remember when you were a kid sitting on your grandfather's shoulders, telling him your dreams just as I told my father mine? Please keep mine and many others' dreams alive and keep your promise.
Okay, the last young lady we'll have is Tabitha Hadley. She's a 4-H speech program member, and she's going to talk about how the space program affects our lives. Tabitha.
My fellow Americans, to quote an enthusiastic young President Kennedy, but why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win. The great explorers Lewis and Clark set out to explore new lands, making that journey in the spirit of discovery, to chart a way for others to follow, and to learn the potential of that new territory. History has shown that America is made up of people who are visionaries and great risk takers for mankind. Without the space program, how can I or someone in my generation aspire to set foot in space so that we too may soar to success? America has undertaken space travel to understand the vast territories of space and its benefits to the human race. That quest has brought new discoveries that touch all of us, such as advantages in weather forecasting, the GPS that's found in mom and dad's car, communications, computers, robotics, and electronics. They help extend the quality of life with improved MRI machines that can all be traced directly to the space program. Mankind has been touched by the dedication, hard work, and risk that space workers have made since the beginning of the space program. It's that spirit and exploration that makes America great. So please, America, let the journey continue and don't stop believing.
These children are our future. In 1962 at Rice University in Houston, Texas, President John F. Kennedy reaffirmed America's commitment to landing a man on the moon